Good morning, sports fans. I want to talk to you today about the NCAA Basketball Tournament, especially one game. North Dakota State beating Oklahoma. Now, I'm not particularly a fan of North Dakota State. Actually, I know very little about North Dakota State. Know very little about North Dakota. Nor am I a fan of Oklahoma. But North Dakota State beating Oklahoma, that's pretty cool. Now, a game like that brought out some of the nation's leading intellects to make comments. One of the smart guys, Charles Barkley, after the game said, "Oh, well, that was the only upset in the tournament." Well, that's not the way I read those scores, but okay. But in honor of that game, I am wearing my green and gold hat. It appears that North Dakota State's colors are green and gold, so I thought that would be appropriate. But to do a video about North Dakota State, I had to do some research because I don't know anything about North Dakota. And I found out some interesting facts. So this is facts about North Dakota that everybody should know. So the population of the entire state of North Dakota is 64. And 15 of those are on the basketball team. So there's not a whole lot of people left in the state. The other thing that I found rather interesting about North Dakota is that nobody knows anything about it. I was at a restaurant last night and I decided to go around and talk to people. And so I started walking. Now, there was only 6 tables in the whole restaurant that spoke English. And now, I'm not making some silly statement, folks. I was in a Mexican restaurant, okay? But I walked up to these 6 tables and I said, "I need you to tell me a fact about North Dakota. Do you know anything about North Dakota?" And all 6 of them said, "No." So that kind of stopped me. All these people know nothing about North Dakota. Now, I have a history with North Dakota that I thought at least I could share that. About, 75 years ago, I was in Winnipeg, Canada, and I wanted to go to Rapid City, South Dakota to see those Millard Fillmore or whoever's face is carved on those rock walls in the mountain down there in South Dakota someplace. And so the only way to get from Winnipeg, Canada to South Dakota to wherever those rocks are, you have to go either north and south or east and west. All the roads in North Dakota run north and south or east and west. There's nothing else. There's no angles. It's one or the other, up and down or across. So I came out of Winnipeg on the north and south road, needless to say. And you're driving down the interstate after you cross the border, and you see nothing. You don't see another car. You don't see a telephone pole. You don't see a tree. You don't see a gas station. You don't see anything until you get to the crossroads. Now, the crossroads, and that was the east and west road, was Interstate 90 or something like that, some big number. So you turn right and you go across the east and west road toward Bismarck, the capital. Now, I figure Bismarck has to be something. I mean, it's the capital of a state. By the time I got to Bismarck and going across that east and west road, you didn't see anything either. But I finally got to the outskirts of Bismarck, and literally on fumes, I was out of gas, just about. And I pulled into a service station and I filled up the car and I went inside and I asked the owner, I said, "Okay, I'm a tourist. I'm visiting your town. What is there to see in Bismarck for a tourist?" The guy takes off his hat and he scratches his head and he says, "Nothing." So, folks, I've come to a conclusion. The entire state of North Dakota other than the North Dakota State basketball team was abducted by aliens. And it ain't here no more. That's it for the Fat Funnel Cake Guy. Later, y'all.